Welcome to hashtag Because We Love You, Baguio. This is your City Councilor, Popo Cosalan, and with us is our guest, the Sangguniang Kabataang Federation Chairman or President? President of Baguio City, the Honorable Councilor Rhey Mananeng. Welcome.
Thank you.
My seatmate in the City Council.
Yeah, my favorite seatmate.
Yep, because I'm the only one?
Because you're the only one.
On the right.
On the right.
On your right.
Yeah. Okay, so hello, good day to everyone who is listening to Because We Love Baguio.
Yes,
Ayan.
yes. Well, let's get straight to the point.
Yes po.
Councilor JR,
Yes po.
what inspired you to run or file your candidacy for councilor, city councilor, huh?
Regular city council.
Regular.
Yes. For us, we want to make Baguio a haven for all people.
A haven for all people.
If you listen to our Baguio hymn, yun yung una na linya eh. Oh, Baguio haven for all people.
All people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, my main driving force why I run for city council right now is to make Baguio as inclusive as possible to all sorts of people here in the city and outside the city.
So inclusive, the keyword there is
Yes.
inclusive.
The keyword there is inclusivity.
Okay. Now, of course, how old are you, by the way?
Well, right now we are just 24 years old.
24 years old.
We
Pasado
are-
ka. You belong to
pasado.
the youth sector, really.
Yes po.
By law.
By law.
Yeah. And, well, as SK chairman, who is your role model? Or as a young man, who are the role models in leadership?
My role model in
Yeah,
leadership really first and foremost is my community, West Quirino Hill.
Role models, okay.
Models eh.
Why so?
Because West Quirino Hill it is a community that inspired me to lead.
Okay.
It is the community who gave me such upbringing to become a leader at a young age. Yeah.
Tama.
And of course, isa sa mga pinakahinahangaan natin sa serbisyo in the national level, we have Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago.
Uy, talaga?
Yeah.
Aha.
The one who inspired us to become a voice even if we are still young, and who always advocates for transparency, accountability, and inclusivity for all people.
So how old were you when you encountered this wisdom of the good senator?
It was in my when I was 13 years old.
13 years old ka
When
pa lang,
I
no?
was in grade 7.
Grade 7. Wow.
We met Senator Miriam at St. Louis University.
Here in Baguio.
Here in Baguio. And in that very time, she was the one who drove me to become a leader
I see.
in my community.
Here in Baguio, where did you spend your elementary days?
I had my elementary days at Quirino Hill Elementary School, where I graduated
Quirino Hill.
Yes, where I graduated as the president of the student council during that time. Then eventually, I went to Pine City National High School.
Pine City.
Yan.
Okay, that's behind City Hall.
Yes,
Okay.
I graduated there as the public information officer. Then I went to Easter College. I graduated again as president of the Link Club Federation of Baguio.
Anong ka?
St.
Batch ka
Louis.
doon sa Pines? High school?
Batch 2016-2017.
Okay. Now, how do you find your batchmates? Kumusta na sila?
Well, some are already engineers. Some
by this time.
by this time.
24,
Some are already teaching.
Yes.
And
yes.
we can see that Pines have really brought big impact in all our education
Since
aspects.
you come from the youth sector, ano?
Yes po.
Do you find any importance of the youth in governance?
As a young leader, we can say that if there are movers right now for this city, it should come from the youth. Yan. We already debunked the statement that the youth are the futures of the motherland.
Okay.
Instead, the youth are the
Okay.
prime movers of today. Because I believe young people has the idealism, young people has the creative mindset, and young people are the one who are innovative right now to
Innovative.
bring good projects, legislations in our city. Not only in the city, but in the whole country.
Wow. Now, in line with that,
Yes.
Councilor JR, what is your vision for the youth here in the city?
Well, for me, we would like the city of Baguio to become a youth-driven city.
Youth-driven city.
First and foremost,
What do you mean?
when we say youth-driven city, it
Okay.
is not that they become the they hold high positions.
Not
but
really.
Not really. Pero yung gusto natin, they will be the one to make, to do initiatives. They will be the one to make programs, events, projects in the city that will give a major impact. First, and right now, we are very thankful that we have the Youth Innovation Hub.
Okay.
Wherein innovations like creative inventions are being there, and it is being proposed not only in the city but into the international world, and that is what we would like to happen here in the city of Baguio.
Okay.
That as much as possible, young people will be the one to work already.
Yeah, you say as much as possible.
Yes.
You know, I was also once a young man like you.
Yes.
And we were also a youth leader that, and we had challenges then. We had issues during our time. But right now, what are the exact issues that you would want to address if you get elected as a regular councilor?
Yeah. As we have said, we would like to make Baguio as an inclusive city, a haven for all. So first and foremost, we would like to touch the PWD sector.
There you are. So do you see an issue on that?
Well, right now, we are very thankful that the city is being serious when in terms to PWD initiatives. One thing that we can see, because we love Baguio, you have created the PWD office.
Oh, yeah.
That is your own legislation. And we are now seeing a lot of improvements in terms of PWD.
Okay.
But right now, since we are in a high terrain, or we are in a high city, there are certain issues like structural review of all our buildings here in the city of Baguio. A lot of buildings are not PWD friendly, that we would like to address. Next, we would like also to have inclusivity in education.
Yeah.
When we say inclusivity in education, we don't need to separate our PWDs in a certain classroom. Instead, we have to make them belong to a regular classroom where they can adapt, where they can develop themselves together with our regular students.
Look at that. I did not expect that reply from you. When I asked that question, I was expecting that you would just simply touch or consider the plight of the young people.
Yes.
But you see here, being a youth leader, yet you think of the PWDs.
Yes.
So, wow. What, indeed, you are a youth leader, not only for the young people, but yung sabi mo nga kanina, inclusivity. Wow.
For all people.
So now, how do you plan to engage your fellow young people in policy making?
Okay. So, right now, actually, this was a project that we have done last year. And we are continuing.
You started it already?
Yes, we started it already. Actually, we have adapted this from the previous. We started what we call the Baguio Youth Parliament.
Baguio Youth Parliament.
Wherein we teach the young people to make legislations and let them do legislations on their own.
On their own?
On their own. Now, those
with the guidance of whom?
With the guidance, of course, of our office.
By your office as SK
And of
President.
course, with the local youth development officer. Wherein, we have seen that there are a lot of good legislations that are coming from the young people.
Okay.
One of which,
Not only for themselves.
not only for themselves, but for the city as a whole. One of which that we have filed in the City Council is the prevention of using single-use plastic in government programs and offices.
Oh, waste
Waste
management.
management.
Solid waste management, ah?
That did not just come from me alone, but from young people who made that certain policy. Right now,
Yeah.
what we are planning to have is we are having ESCOFAD,
Yeah.
we are having Scout for a Day.
Uh-huh.
What about we train more young people to become legislation? I was thinking of making a junior policy maker, wherein a young people will be assigned to each office, wherein they will be trained by that elected official to become legislators, to become executive.
So, that's in policy making,
In
ah?
policy making.
Yeah.
Now, how do we involve them now in our advocacy for PWDs?
Yeah.
First and foremost, most of our PWDs comes from the youth sector.
Right now?
Right
Really?
now,
Yeah. Well, I remember one principle of good governance is being responsive.
Yes.
So you mentioned earlier that we are the father of the Persons with Disabilities Action Office, the PDAO, which was established during our time. Now, that is an outcome of just responding to the clamor of the PWD sector before.
Yes.
Now, of course, being responsive is one principle in good governance. But how about you? How do you define good governance? You are one of the candidates, or rather, you're one of the Good Governance Alliance member.
Yes.
And how do you define good governance?
Well, good governance is simply a government near to the people.
The people.
Yes.
The people.
Because we love
people.
the people of Baguio, it is not the people to reach the government, but the government to reach the people.
Okay.
And when we say reaching the people, first and foremost, transparency is needed.
Oh, yes.
We should be transparent of all our services in the city. Second, accountability. Should be accountable of any action that we will do. Next, data-driven approach, wherein we just don't give them projects, we just don't give them programs, but we have to have a concrete data of their needs to respond effectively to their concerns.
That's still in line with transparency.
Then that's
based
still
on data.
yeah,
Okay.
based on data. And of course, lastly, in good governance, we should consider, as we have said, inclusivity.
Inclusivity.
Wherein we are not only serving various sectors, but all sectors are included. Everyone is involved in governance.
Yeah. Of course, when we say inclusivity, when everybody's included, when everybody participates, the participation would also include their responsibility.
Yes.
So I think we call that equity, where it's not only for ourselves, but something from us.
Yes.
Wow, that was a... I'm overwhelmed by your ideas. And I expect more from you. Actually, being my seatmate, talagang believe naman ako sa iyo.
Thank you.
Councilor JR.
My favorite seatmate to the right.
Well, do you have any final message to our friends out there? You know, take this opportunity because they're listening. They are, of course, the young people out there. Hindi lang naman young people. Anyway, inclusive, sabi mo.
Inclusivity.
So they're listening eagerly, wanting to know more from you because you have filed your candidacy for councilor and I think you are the youngest
Candidate.
Right, candidate of all, 24 years old. It is your time, Councilor J.R. Mananeng.
Yeah. Thank you very
Take it
much,
away.
Consi, incoming Congressman Popo Cosalan. Yan, hello everyone and to all our listeners. Sa lahat po ng taga Baguio, maraming salamat for this opportunity. And as we have said, making Baguio inclusive is not just an advocacy for one, but an advocacy for all. Everyone, I invite you, I challenge everyone that let's make Baguio the safest haven for all people, not only to various sectors, not only for the citizens of Baguio, but for all our visitors, for all our constituents, and for all the people who wishes to come to this beloved City of Pines. So, to all the young people and to all the people here in the City of Baguio, let's go for an inclusive, a creative, and a livable city ahead. Thank you very much and have a blessed, better Baguio ahead. And because we love Baguio, we go for Baguio.
Because we love Baguio. Thank you,
Thank you
Councilor
very
J.R.
much,
Mananeng.
Council Popo. Okay.